What is going on, Jet fans? Matt O'Leary back with another video. Today I want to get into a conversation about some under the radar options for the Jets at pick number 7. I mean, the Jets fans, and myself included, have spent significant time talking about the quarterbacks, Abdul Carter, Mason Graham, Tet McMillan, and Will Campbell for the New York Jets at pick number 7 in round 1. But after the NFL Combine, these two names are being brought up significantly more. Now, as of today, I still stand by the 3 guys that I most want for the New York Jets that are realistic. You could go like Travis Hunter, but I just don't. I don't see that as a realistic option for the New York Jets. Are Mason Graham, Tet McMillan, and Tyler Warren in no particular order. Those are, if I was kind of running the show here, those are the 3 guys that I think would best fit what the New York Jets need. But Jets fans have to familiarize with these 2 names. And I'm not necessarily saying that the Jets have to come away with these guys and they got to draft them. And we've been doing this all wrong. And these are really the answer. Instead, I'm just here to kind of remind you or talk to you guys about why it's likely that they'll at least be in consideration for the Jets at pick 7. So the first one is Shamar Stewart, the edge out of Texas A&M. RAS score king at a 999. Now, I think RAS scores are a little bit overrated, and I'm not saying, oh, you have to draft someone with like an elite level RAS score. That's not what I'm doing here. I'm just here to talk to you about why he's being looked at as a potential top 10 pick, and it's because his freak athleticism. At 6'5", 267, he just ran a 4.6 40-yard dash. He has 34-inch arms, just an insane level of athletic and God-given ability. The pushback that you'll get on Shamar Stewart, which is fair, by the way, is the production wasn't there if you're looking at sacks. Just 1.5 sacks a year ago and has 4.5 in 3 years. You're going to go, this guy's a top 10 pick. And again, maybe I'm the wrong guy to sell you on this because I don't love him in the top 10. I think it's a little different if the Jets were picking like, I don't know, 15th instead of 7th, but conversation for another day, I suppose. But you're going to have people citing his pressure numbers. He had 39 a year ago. The tape looks a lot better than what the statistics do. So people will see, you know, his size, his strength, his speed, the athleticism on tape. He's disrupting plays in the backfield in both the passing game and the run game as well. His missed tackle rate is kind of high, but he's a bully in the run game. He just, with his speed, it's like you blink and he's in the backfield hitting the running back. And sometimes he doesn't always bring him down. And while that missed tackle rate is something you'd like to see improved on, usually it's enough to slow down the running back and then the linebackers come in and finish up the job, kind of a thing. But he is going to be in consideration for the New York Jets and for, I would say, you know, most teams in the top. What you want to include San Francisco at 11 even? He's going to be in the mix to be a top 10 pick. Again, would he be my preference for the New York Jets? No. But if this team is looking for an identity, Shamar Stewart kind of fits what Aaron Glenn's been describing as a player. Disruptive, athletic, speed, nasty, good against the run. He's a little bit raw, in my opinion. But if you're into like that ball of clay that you can mold into whatever you want, then Shamar Stewart's kind of that guy. Today's video is sponsored by Lofi, the best nicotine pouches on the market. Want to ditch dipping? Do what I did, switch to Lofi, 100% pure nicotine and always tobacco free. My 2 favorite flavors are the wintergreen and the mint. When I feel a midday slump coming on is usually when I like to toss one in. So let's level up your nicotine routine with Lofi. Go to Lofi.co/O'Leary and use promo code O'Leary to get 20% off your first order. Lofi has a 30-day refund policy if you change your mind or realize it's not for you. Here comes the fine print. Lofi products are only for adults of legal age, and every order is age verified. Warning, this product contains nicotine, and nicotine is an addictive chemical. The second one I like a little bit better for the New York Jets, and that's Armand Membou out of Missouri, the right tackle. He's a pure right tackle, played it all 3 years that he was at Missouri. No sacks and just 9 pressures this past year. He's allowed 3 sacks in his 35-game career as a starter at right tackle, so really impressive. Has really good size, 6'4", 332. And just talking about athleticism, another very high RAS score. But he put himself in very good company. He and Will Campbell, who is another offensive line prospect in this draft, joined only Tristan Wirfs and Trent Williams as the only other offensive linemen who are bigger than 315 pounds that had over a 30-inch vertical and a sub 5-second 40 time since 2003. So over the last, 22, 23 years of combines, there's only 4 guys, and Tristan Wirfs and Trent Williams have had pretty epic and awesome NFL careers. So this fits what the Jets could potentially be looking for in their offensive lineman, an athletic guy who can get to the second level, who is just downright a freak athlete, nasty in the run game, would drastically improve the Jets in the rushing attack, and they need a right tackle. Now, do I prefer taking a right tackle in Membou over some of the other guys I listed before? No, I'm going to be honest with you. Neither of these two guys are my preferred route for the New York Jets. Would I understand it if they went that route? To an extent, yes, because the defensive line still needs a lot of work. We have no idea what Jermaine Johnson's going to be like coming off the injury. They want to be deep and be able to rotate guys. So that's, obviously making the case for Shamar Stewart. And for the offensive line, there's no right tackle on the roster. Now, I would like to not have to spend the first round pick, considering you drafted Olu in the first round a year ago. You traded up and used the first round pick on AVT. Joe Tittman was a second round pick. You spent some pretty nice money in free agency for John Simpson at left guard. Can you be a normal team and find your starter at right tackle in the third round? That'd be nice. But if the Jets just want an absolute bully offensive line and they took Membou, I'm not going to throw my hands up and be appalled with the decision. Again, depending on how the board breaks, I would have potentially 2 to 3 other guys that would be my preferred route for the Jets to go. And you can make the case that maybe they're slightly overdrafted, but they're going to both be top 20 picks, I would imagine. Both at big positions of need for the New York Jets. Again, not my preference, but 2 names that I think we as Jet fans have to pay a little bit more attention to and talk about as a possibility in addition to the names that we've all already been discussing for the Jets. So let me know your thoughts on both of these prospects down below in the comments. Once again, I'm Matt O'Leary, and I'll catch you next time.